Okay, folks, welcome back to Kinlaig. As you know, we've been doing a lot of forestry, as by the sign of our cash that we have on hand. All right, and right now, the way it stands is, let's go to this. This is what we had, right? We made a small purchase. This was just down the road from this. We did the forestry over here, made a really good haul, made some great cash out of that. And we bought this forestry to continue to do during the winter, keep us going and keep the cash flow going. But I'm noticing on the contracts, the harvesting onions, red beet, green beans, onions, 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 green beans, parsnips, spinach, carrots. Okay, so everything in harvesting right now. And if you look at the harvesting schedule, like carrots, November, corn's coming up. We have something to do with corn, no problem. We're going to be able to do corn, no problem. We don't do grapes. Green beans, it's till November. It's going to be constantly. There's got to be a lot of contracts going for that. Olives, we're not interested. Oilseed radish, not even a crop. Onions, this will go to the end of September, but there's five substantial fields I can see on the map. And there's 3 contracts right now, strictly just for onions. So right away, that parsnips, again, till November. Poplar, not included. We're going to go potatoes till the end of September. I didn't see any contracts for that, but again, the harvester we're looking at could do that. Red beet till November. So for the next 3 months, the only contracts are going to be these root soybeans. We have the ability to harvest that. Spinach, again, look at the harvest months from spinach. So the contracts will be there. Sugar beet, sugar cane, sunflowers, and wheat, of course. But sunflowers, we could do sugar cane and sugar beet. If I buy the other header, I can also do that with the harvester I'm thinking about buying. So, let's go down. And of course, there's nothing on sale that we need. Right? Not to say there's nothing on sale. And don't want to sound like a whiny pants. Okay, vegetable harvesters. We go over here to this vegetable header. Okay, the Colossus pack. It does carrots, parsnips, red beet, spinach, green beans, and onions. All those onions is right for this month, but green beans, spinach, red beet, parsnips, and carrots are all contracts that are available now, and they go till November. So, this harvester combinations. This is the beast. This beast also does potatoes, sugar cane, or sugar beet, all the ones that we need right now on that one harvester. See what I mean? We'd have to get a sugar beet harvester, the different head for it, the header, and the different one for the potato, but this machine can do it all. So each header, I'm pretty sure with the lizard, it's maybe 30 grand. So, and you know how big potato fields are, so this is it. I'm not changing any capacities, not changing the color, not doing anything except for right there. We're going to change that. Okay, buy that, yes. Okay, get the trailer for of course. Because you need it for the harvester, the header, because the header, yeah. Oh, pardon me. Here we go. And then we got to buy the header. Okay. That's it. That's done. Now, let's let's also check on, go back to growth. Yeah, it's just all our fields are just in the baby stages. We have over here, as per usual, not many as per usual, just what we had in equipment. There's the telehandler and the log truck. The low loader sitting back at the farm right now. Drove back there because we sold the tree harvester because it couldn't harvest nothing. Like, again, we'll do the trees here, but I'll have to cut them down with a chainsaw again because, once again, I bought every harvester there was, and they can't do 3/4 of the trees that are on the forestry lands. And there's some big trees, and you can cut them down. So we're just doing it with a chainsaw. We're not using a tree harvester anymore. That was, thank you very much. We got $300,000 back, so that was a big savings. Okay, so where was I going with that? Anyway, yeah. So that's where the equipment is, and right here we bought this truck to do the water deliveries for the quarry. So anytime we have some spare time, hop in here, run down 5 minutes. Here, we're going to do it right now. Well, let's go. Run down and get some water. Bring it back to the quarry, make it easy. I think it's 20 grand. 20 grand plus. For literally not even 5 minutes in the game. You just gotta turn left here. Stay away from traffic. Just make it past this little whatever's going on here. Pull down here. Oh, don't get too rough. And back the trailer in. Oh. There we go. Fill her up. It's a fair sized trailer, 100,000 liters. Let's go. We're good. Oh, stay on our side of the road, please. To cruise, 60 ain't too bad. Full tank of water is not too bad. We're just right here. Just here on the left. And pull in. Back the load. Dumping 100,000 liters of water to the quarry. And it nets us a cool $27,000. Turn off the water, or turn off the water, turn off the truck, and yeah. So, like I said, the loader's sitting here in the yard because we sold the tree harvester because we are, like, when we start going through this forest right here, there is some trees, like some of these skinny ones, the tree harvester would grab one at a time, and some of these every once in a while, but most of them, every tree harvester would say was too bent. It wasn't straight enough. And if you reached high enough, I've watched some videos, and if people reach high enough, way up on the tree, it'll grab, but oh my God, what a waste of time. So get out the chainsaw, not the fishing pole. Right? Get in there. And you can get right down there and take her down. And the beauty of this is, folks, it's like, I mean, I'm the wood chip king. I was coming in here and chipping everything. But you can make a pretty penny taking all this to the sawmill. And quite frankly, with these new let's enable auto load. These new, it's awesome, right? Just drive up. You don't even have to delimb this sucker, and she on there. We got 43,000 liters. How easy was that? So all you need now is a chainsaw. You don't need a tree harvester. And don't get me wrong, I'd rather be using a tree harvester. On the last property you saw it, I tried using all of them. They wouldn't cut a tree. You couldn't do it, it said. So I got so frustrated, it was like, enough of this, and I didn't want to get treated by the people saying, oh, all you're going to do is use the devourer trees. Well, which I do for some stuff. Like, get her done, because, you know, like this tree is not going to, normally, this tree would not be worth a lot. Remember, in the old maps, FS22, it's like, there are certain trees that were not, you know, you can't take it to the lumber mill because it's terrible lumber. But apparently in this one, cut her down. And I have 43,000 liters here. Already in the truck, right? And, you know, I'll go at it. I'm going to do the work with the chainsaw. I'll cut it down and then drive by here, and then I'll get rid of the stump. With the stump, I have the, you'll see it all. You know what I do. And we'll figure out if this land is, it looks like it's not too bad, that we could probably do a crop here and turn this into a farmer's field. But if not, it could be production, right? So, and I was going to get ready to do that, but there's still, like I said, there are so many crops to be harvested right now. Right? And I say we start with the big ones. Let's start there. We're going to accept that contract. Because we have the means to do it now, boys. Here we go. Let's do it. Boys and girls. Anyway, so we'll begin, as always. Let's have some fun. That's what it's all about. It's supposed to be a game about learning about agriculture and how it gets done, how you go about doing things, how you go about planning things. You know, not like it's, nobody's saying it's real, but I'm impressed with how much, how close to stuff it is. You know, it's impressive. Okay, we're going to fold the header before we put it on the trailer, people. I keep forgetting to do this. And you go to put it on the trailer and it doesn't sit nice. So we detach that. And now it sits beautifully. If you didn't fold the header before you try to put it on the trailer, it'll go on the trailer. It'll accept it, but it jumps all over the place. So let's go over to that first contract, and I'm pretty sure we have a trailer that we can use. The lizard ones will be fine. Once we get a contract worker started on the onion harvest, as much as I'd like to be the first one to do it, because okay, there we go. All right, we went right. I haven't done an onion harvest, but it's also about making money. So I can. Whoa. I guess I should have the beacons on right now. Driving down the main roads. Hey, can we go up there? Yes, we can. That's the way we want to go. Yeah, well, sorry about that, pal. It's not always about you. And I know I'm on the wrong side of the road, but come on, look at this monstrosity I'm trying to control. It's huge. Oh, then we got to come across the crazy bus drivers. I'm telling you, man. They're the worst in this game. There's always something about the traffic in Farm Sim, and in this game, it's the bus drivers. They get hung up everywhere. They're maniac drivers, man. Is that the way it is in Scotland? Man, give those guys a raise or something. They seem to be driving angry. Anyway, we are heading towards our first contract field, and the beauty thing is, where we have to take the spoils is very close. So, and I do believe this thing moves at a good pace too. Okay, we're gonna have to go right. There's another bus. Yeah, that's right. Give him the old honk and it stops them. Okay, where's this field and how do I get into it? That's the field there. Wow. Where am I parking this beast? This should be interesting. Okie dokie smoky. Please, man. Take it easy, eh? Okay. What are we going to take over there to collect? I think we want the... where is our... I do believe we have 2... New Holland. You know what? Let's take the no. Let's take the Massey. It's a New Holland. Did we get rid of... Oh, there we go. Let's take this. All right. Let's get down there as quickly as we can. See how quickly he's going to fill up. See how big of a score onions are. Seems like a big size field. Now, I'm wondering, can I get to it quicker the other way? I'm not sure. We'll just take it the other way. Oh. Oh, man. Where do you think you were going? Well, let's go. Whoa, train tracks. No, 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 that was not the plan. Get off of these. Let's get up here. Whoa. Oops, sorry. That's okay. Crop's destruction is off. Okay. Whoa. That always messes me up. Coming out of this view is like, you know, for first person view is like, whoa. Get the feel for the tractor. Oh, operator's missing some stuff. Gotta make sure we check on that. Whoa, he's missing a lot. Good thing there's no crop destruction. I'll come back and get that later. %. We're not bad. That's what I'm saying. Like, let's take a look at this. Onions here, onions there, onions there, onions there, onions there, right? And look at all the carrots. There's a ton of carrots around. Spinach, a couple of big spinach fields, right? And parsnips. That's these other off-colored ones. There we go. And red beet. I'm saying. Right? Onions, onions, red beet. Where's that? That's right around the corner from where we are. We could switch back to red beet and nail that sucker off. What's this one? Onions too. And that's right around the corner. That's going all the way across town, but it doesn't matter where you're delivering. It's just about, you know, keeping your harvester in the same area and not having to run all over the map. And this is what we could do. We could pretty much run the top of the harvester. Get that done, $9,000. Get that done, $5,000. That again is in the neighborhood for $7,000. Green beans. And then back up here for the onions right there. But that's why I say we do this one, then that one. And then that one. And that's the top paying ones. We go big money first. They're all going to be. And if we keep, we're running on real time, people, so it's very realistic to be able to make a big run on these harvests. Make some money. And at the same time, like, clean out some of the contracts and the fields aren't going to rot. There's a bunch of fields right now that wither and piss me off, man. If but they weren't even offered as contracts, and I didn't even know. If I had known, I would have made some kind of. I would have taken a loan to buy the field, and then harvest it, and profit. And people say you can't do that. Well, I'd rather do that and make some money and get a harvest off it, and then sell the field back, and then it'll get used again. But at least somebody gets that harvest. Like there's 4 or 5 fields out here that are withered. That makes no sense to me. And that's what I'm saying. It seems to be on every single map. There seems to be a lot of root crops, and their seasons are long. Their harvest times are long, and yeah, like there seems to be a lot of those. So if you don't have the ability to harvest them and do the work, you can be sitting there idle, unless you're right into forestry and stuff. But I like to keep the forestry for the winter, when there isn't much going on anywhere. Okay, let's back off. So what is he doing? 10? Let's go 11. I know, he's nearly got a full tank. He's going to start doing rows, right? Is he still doing, yeah, he's still doing the headlands up this way too. Yep. There he goes. We'll do this, and he'll turn around and start going north. That way. And that's when we're going to catch him. Yeah, he'll take that swath, and then now he'll back up, turn this way. What are you doing? He's gonna do one more. Totally unnecessary. No, he's not even gonna do it. I don't know why they do this. Like, I get it, but they're quite capable of turning back this way. It's because of that stupid stone wall. If that stone wall wasn't there, the guy wouldn't be doing these freaking 50 million turns. Come on, buddy, let's go. You're almost full. Again, he's going to barely do it. He's not even going to take anything there. Now look at this. Like, what is this? Come on. Like, good thing it's on real time. Take you 3 days to harvest this field. Oh my lord, am I gonna have to take this over? Because how long is this gonna take, man? I wouldn't mind if you started doing rows. You're not even doing rows. This is stupid. Thank God. What? How fast is this guy going? Let's go. It's got 45,000 liters, man. Holy smokers. Getting out of his way. So we got lots to go on this sucker. Hopefully, yeah, here we go. What the hell was that? Did you guys hear that? Is that a Sasquatch? Kinlaig Farms? Village of Kinlaig? Is there a Sasquatch in the forest? Look at the fog over there. Oh, Loch Ness, baby. Loch Ness, baby. Loch Ness Monster. Okay, so we got this going. Like I said, the contracts to go. I think we'll jump right next door. We'll jump right next door, do that one. Because it's going to the same place. Where's that one going? Same place. Nice. Okay. That's why I'm not a big fan of accepting all the contracts at the same time, because sometimes it gets confusing and it'll, you know, you're on this field and it's not giving you credit for it coming from that field. But it looks like it could be an interesting harvest on these, man. Looks like there's going to be quite the amount. Interesting. I've never done onions. Well, obviously not. It's new to this map. But it was, that's why on FS22, folks, it was like when they brought out. I didn't mind doing the peas. I didn't mind doing the spinach, the green beans, because the harvesters held stuff, and you didn't have to be emptying into a chaser bin continuously. Whereas the carrots and the parsnips, it was like, you know, the red beet, it was like, you'd sign a contract and it was like, you go pick up the equipment and it's like, you gotta be kidding me. Just pick it up like a singular row and you can't run the harvester yourself and have a contractor running the chase. You have to be running the chaser bin. You have to, in order to get those fields done, you have to be present at all times. Which, okay, I don't mind. Like this kind of thing right here. I'll be around, but I can go and do other things. I could actually get some other contract. If I had another harvester like this, don't get me started. Oh my lord, am I gonna get another one? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No. Let's not get greedy. Come on. Folks, that's how I get the monster barns, the monster sheds, and like so much equipment and stuff hanging out in it. Oh, and he's pissed at me for getting in the way. I'll go up here and turn around again. I don't know what he is doing. Sometimes these contract guys are nuts. You can't tell what they're doing. They make no sense. Like, what is he doing now? Now he's going to start doing all these shaving things again. Oh, my Lord. Was he doing rows now? I think that's grass. Nope, it's onions. And he's missing them all. Onions and weeds. It's okay. It's just a contract. It's not our field. Such a freak show that way. Well, I like to get things done. Anyway, folks, okay, so we're going to go on this contract blitz. I don't know how much of this stuff I'm going to record, how much of this stuff you're going to see, but we're going to blitz these contracts until there's no harvesting contracts left. And then, you know, the fertilizing. What is the fertilizing on? I wonder what kind of fields they are. That's a big field. What is that? Well, that's a carrot field. Yeah, carrots. See? And this harvester we're running right now is the wizard of all. She does carrots. That's what I was saying. This is going to be a great investment. We're going to be able to run all these contracts and we're going to make some cash. And I'm sorry, folks, but the name of the series is Taking on Kinlaig. No mercy. The only way to do it is to take on the contracts, build up your cash flow and equity, and buy bigger equipment, be able to do the work. And then, you know, like, look, we're sitting on $1 million right now, right? And I like to have, like, this is me. Okay. You want to take a little tour of all the equipment we got already. And we're only what? We started in August, people, and it's September. So that's pretty impressive. And considering I got rid of most of the original equipment, about 29%. Oh, yeah. This is a beast. Look at this sucker. Look at that. All modern technology. Well, that's why we got the camera, so we can see what's getting into the hopper. But again, this guy's doing these short little strips. What is going on, dude? So we gotta get a move on here, man. We got, oh, look at those onions down there. You see them, people? That is so cool. That's pretty cool. It shows you exactly how the harvester works. Oh. Pardon me. That is amazing. That's so cool. That's Farmer Emma. And we've hired to operate our new harvester. She's got 27 years experience operating the heavy farming equipment. We use her a lot on the jobs. She's very, very trustworthy and good with the equipment. What are we sitting at? 41,000, and it's only 16%, so we should be good. We might not even have to dump this whole field. Maybe not. Figure she's only got... There's 6 passes before she's full there, going at that rate. And be maybe a quarter of the field done. Yeah, we'll see. Should be good, but like I said, folks, we're going to be recording all of this, but you're not going to see it all. Nobody wants to watch this. If I had a bunch on the go, but it's just too expensive to get that many pieces of this equipment. Mind you, no, it isn't really. I mean, if I'm patient, but I mean, in order to run a series, I mean, maybe I should be investing in another harvester. It's not like we got to go to the bank for a loan. I was hoping to move on to, but maybe we just wait until all the harvesting's done. All these root crops, because there's a ton. I don't know. Do I lease another one? Buy another one? Does it make sense? I think it does. If we're going to make this run on it, and then maybe we sell it after the season, you know. But I don't think so, because, I mean, right? This is what we own. We got a nice chunk. We got 2 giant wheat fields. We got 3 canola fields. We have this field here that I don't know what we're going to do with. It's not farmable. So I'm thinking productions, maybe a chicken pen here. Maybe a chicken pen on the side of this field here. It's a canola field. And then maybe some productions on this side. There's already this, that's the south side silo. And as well as this, we'll see. It looks like nice land. It might be farmable. It be a field like this or that, right? So it might be farmable, but... And we're not really getting into the fishing stuff. I'm just doing the farming, funny enough. And there's the castle, I think. I do believe that's the castle. Yep. Which, you know, I want to start looking at doing. There's a lighthouse, I do believe, too. I don't know where that is. I haven't found it yet. I guess it would be purple, right? So, anyway, is that the lighthouse? No, that's the warehouse. Oh, my Lord. that? That's train. Anyway, I know there's a lighthouse that you could do too, I do believe, but that's a winter job, the castle. In some of these fields, it's almost like 317 for that carrot field over there. It's almost like, you know, buy it. Like, what's the price of carrots right now? Let's go down to onions is down. I know that. Carrots, went right by it. Carrots is down a little bit right now, but then it gets up to. That might not be a bad payday, man, because those fields, man, you gotta think of how many carrots are coming off there. Same with the onions, right? They're not huge numbers, but 909 in January. Making lots of soups in January, I guess. Parsnips. Like right now. There's some contracts right now for parsnips. Oh, there's only one field of parsnips right now. Okay. So there's not a big deal for parsnips, but I'm just wondering if we don't buy another one of these. Because there's a lot of contracts to do. I know they go till November, but it'll keep constant, but it doesn't make for much content, man. Right? If you constantly just do, you know, I'm doing contracts on root harvests, root crops, right? And the only other thing I could do right now that on land I own is forestry, and I want to see that for the winter, man, on the dried up ones where there's nothing going on. And then hopefully maybe buy the sawmill. Once you got the sawmill, you've sold it. Once, if it's like, I don't know, I haven't really tried that yet in FS25. Mainly just did farming and wood chipping. But you used to be able to sell to the sawmill, and whatever its capacity was, say it was 350,000 liters. Excuse me. Like in a forestry map on, oh, he's full. Where we're shooting the shit, and it's like, come on, I'm waiting to be emptied. Silver Red Forest. You know, once you filled up the sawmill, and then it wouldn't take any more wood, then it was worth it to buy the sawmill. Because once you purchased the sawmill, it was already full of wood and manufacturing stuff. So anything after you purchased the sawmill, pretty much the amount of liters that you put in there was worth way more than what you purchased the sawmill for. If you know what I mean.